This message is for my white women, my snow bunnies. What are y'all doing to get these men to marry y'all? And y'all getting these millionaires and then y'all suing them and becoming multi-millionaires.
A few moments later.
He still ain't showed up. Got dressed, got my hair done, got my makeup done. Still, he haven't showed up.
Alright guys, go and check out this compilation video. Here we go.
Hey y'all, I've been talking to this guy for 2 weeks. He asked me out on a date. I'm here. I've been here for about 20 minutes. He haven't showed up yet. This where I'm at. I think he stood me up, but I'm about to order my food and we gonna see if he show up. He still ain't showed up. Got dressed, got my hair done, got my makeup done. Still, he haven't showed up. So my food here, he still ain't showed up. It's like 35 minutes. So he never showed up.
Okay, so here's my initial thoughts on this. If he wasn't interested in her, he shouldn't have stood her up, right? He should have kept it real and said, hey, I'm not interested in you, and kept it moving, right? So that's my initial thoughts on this. But I can't help but think and notice, maybe just maybe he took a look at your social media. Okay, maybe he was on his way to the date and he took a look at your TikTok, right? Because a lot of these modern women, you got to take a look at their digital footprint to see what they're really on and who they are.
Why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? See, shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. See, shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like, if the woman is interested, she's gonna keep looking your way too, but it just like stays like that. Nothing ever happens because men don't walk up to women anymore, or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's like, if God were to tell you that you're gonna go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's gonna be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you would just be so closer to the love of your life. Come on guys, you guys gotta do better.
Right? It's the same old when it comes to their talking points. They try to say that men are scared to approach women. They're afraid of rejection, when that's the furthest thing from the truth. Majority of men don't want to deal with the nonsense of these modern women, right? The shaming tactics, you know, them begging for money, disrupting your peace, so on and so forth. More of these modern women nowadays are more liabilities than anything else.
Baby, I don't care if I cussed you out an hour ago. If I text you what you doing, we ain't mad no more.
See, here's the thing about these particular individuals. They love the chaos and destruction. They love the toxic relationship dynamics because it's exciting, right? It turns them on. If there's not toxicity in the relationship, then it's considered boring. So, hey, if you can't be respectful in a relationship and use your words, because a lot of these modern women talk about emotional intelligence and all this other stuff. Yeah, why do you need to curse somebody out? Right? Why do you need to get into shouting matches? Why do you need to be disrespectful to your partner? And then you want to come back around like nothing happened.
A lot of Black men are starting to shy away from Black women. We're angry, we're loud, we're violent. We always demasculize men, and that's exactly how Black women are.
Tough. I think men back then dated more white women and other races.
No.
Listen,
Black men are still dating Black women overall.
Black women
I'm
are
not
more.
saying there's none, but I think that a
it's
lot
increasing.
of Black men are shying away from Black women.
I mean, we've talked about this time and time again on this channel. Okay, I mean, for the most part, Black men are still gravitating towards Black women. Okay, they're still marrying Black women at an 85% clip. So that's still happening. However, there's definitely an uptick where Black men, if push comes to shove, if they're being disrespected, will gladly date outside their race or consider it at the very least, right? There's definitely an uptick when it comes to what's happening and the relationship dynamics, right? Because I'd rather you guys connect with like-minded individuals, not necessarily based on their race, but their character, right? Who are they? Who are they as an individual? right? Connect with like-minded people. Your job is not to convert water into wine, right? So if these particular model women that are loud, obnoxious, disrespecting you, so on and so forth, just let them be. Let them be.
Why does no one talk about how hard it is to find a guy that genuinely likes you when you have surgical enhancements? Like, I feel like when I never had like what I had done to my body, it was easier to find men that genuinely like me. Now I just feel like everyone sees me as an object, and like men just literally lust over you. Is it just me? And I just feel like this ain't spoken about enough. Like, literally every man sees me as an object. Every man says something sexual to me. Does no one want to love me?
I just find it interesting that these model women are literally over-sexualizing themselves. No one's asking for this, okay? No one is saying, hey, I wish I dated a woman with a BBL. Said no man, okay? I'm just saying. These model women are getting these BBLs and these chest implants, okay, lip fillers and all this other cosmetic stuff, looking like a cartoon character, right? So if men are viewing you as a freak, right? A freak of nature, you know, no disrespect to you, but most men rather natural women. I mean, men have been saying this for decades. It ain't no secret. The cat's out the bag in regards to what men want. I mean, we've been saying it. Yeah, I rather a natural woman with a gym membership than a BBL.
So I just had a thought. I'm somebody who doesn't get approached in public by men, right? And for the longest time, I wondered, why is that? But it just dawns on me. It's because I'm perfect. Oh, I'm too perfect. Like, just gorgeous and beautiful and all those good things. What do you even say to somebody like me when you see me in public? Somebody so ethereal and otherworldly. Men probably see me in public and think their schizophrenia is acting up. They're hallucinating. Ugh! And before you comment and say anything like, no, it's because you're so big and tall and you don't have any hair and you're kind of masculine looking. Don't. I'm not hearing any of that. I'm dead set on being perfect and unapproachable and unattainable. That's all it is, for real.
Absolutely deluded.
I've now seen two different women on TikTok talk about this, about how it is really hard to date these days because nobody is ever truly all the way single. And these were two women talking about how men are never all the way single. And as somebody who's been single for 6 years, I completely agree. I feel like it's so hard to date because as much as men like to make it seem as though...
She's been single for 6 years. I want you guys to take that in because that's very important. Men are not leaving fit, feminine, and friendly women out here single for 6 years. I'm just saying. But let's keep going.
Women are the ones that are very codependent and we can't be alone. We can't sit with ourselves. It be them. They don't know how to be alone. And so they are always in this cycle of they either have an ex that is the one that got away that they're still obsessed with, or they have an ex that isn't necessarily, she ain't get away because they still be going back and forth dealing with each other, or they have, like, they just always have something going on. They have a baby on. I be like, God dang, all the fine shit is baby daddy down. Okay? Y'all have baby daddied all the fine shit. All the fine allow themselves to be baby daddy.
The problem is these women are going after the same kind of guy. Pookie and Ray Ray, dude that has a whole bunch of kids, or the guy that's 6'5", making $500,000 a year. Right? They're literally going after the same guy and then they're complaining about it.
Everybody got something going on. Like, nobody is truly all the way single, and coming from somebody who is all the way single is very frustrating. And that's why I really haven't been eager to date or really actively dating in like probably a year and a half. I don't want to be anybody's, oh, this is just something fun to do till my ex comes back. I don't want to be the second option. I don't want to be anybody's, she's pretty and she's fun to talk to, she's fun to be around, but I'm not ready to commit. I'm 31. I'm not doing it, okay? I'm not doing the situationships, none of that. If somebody's not coming to me with intention, I don't have time for it. And that is why I just choose not to date these days, because no. And I think that in dating too, the hard thing is a lot of people feel like that if you've been single for a long time, then you will eventually just settle for whatever they're willing to give you. Because you've been single for a long time, and the belief is that women are supposed to be afraid to croak alone. And I'm just, baby, I will gladly, me and Mango, okay? Mango will be the last living thing I talk to before I leave this earth. Before I settle for being somebody's, oh, I settled for her because I couldn't be with who I really wanted to be with. Do you see me?
All right, guys, so there you have it. So Mango, I'm assuming, is her dog or her cat. So she's cool with having her pet and being alone. So it is what it is, right? So I just find it interesting. She's been single for 6+ years, okay, chronically single. The more she's alive, the more men are rejecting her and saying, no, I'm not interested, don't want to put a ring on you, don't want to take you serious. She should be getting curious as to what men would want and how to attract and to retain a man. But it seems like, you know, hey, maybe she's more bitter than ever before. Her standards are higher than ever before. But when you're looking at the single dating market and what the market is telling you in regards to what your value is when it comes to relationships, as we know, she's in the danger zone. But you know, hey, these modern women think the older they get, the more options are going to be right around the corner. And as we know, the wall is undefeated.